Welcome to the fifth screencast for this quick introduction to Greenfoot, and we're going to add an actor to the world which will be playable, controlled by the keyboard. So back into my actor panel, right click, new subclass. If you are preparing for a controlled assessment when time is important for you, I recommend that you get familiar with all these different ready-made pictures, and then you just pick one and don't spend time drawing your own or importing your own, unless this would get you extra points. So I want a hero. I've chosen a contrasting color so I can see the hero against the black background. There it is. Now we need to add some code to get it to move with the arrow keys on the keyboard. Oh, that's appeared on my other screen. I'll drag it there. Meanwhile, again, if you're preparing for a controlled assessment type exam, a practical exam, sorry, then I recommend you get used to using the Greenfoot documentation. I've already opened it. Let me drag it in the screen, because the Greenfoot documentation, even though it opens into, in this case, Firefox, it's not on the internet. It's a file on your computer, so you have access to it even if you're in exam condition with no internet access. Over here you can select the different classes that you get inside Greenfoot. The one I'm interested in now is Greenfoot itself, because I want Greenfoot to access the state of the keyboard, and the method that I'm interested in is this one, is key down. I need to pass the name of the key as a string parameter, and that's just going to return a Boolean value to tell you whether the key on the keyboard is pressed. So let's use this into my act method. If Greenfoot is key down, and then as a string, so with speech marks, I'm just typing left, and then my curly brackets are ready to add the code to make my hero move left. So back to the documentation. This time I want to check the actor. I can scroll down if I don't remember exactly. And what I want, I'm not going to use a move distance this time, because I want to make sure to control I want to have a more precise control of it. I'm going to use set location, and this also means I don't need to turn my actor in the direction I want it to face. I want the actor to face upwards, and I'm just going to get it to move sideways. So set location is the method I'm going to use. Set location. Now this is, just to be more precise, this is the method of the actor to which this act method belongs to. So let's type this first. Set location takes parameters, an x and y coordinates, and for that I'm going to have a look again back into my location at something we've used before, getX and getY, which returns the current coordinates. So I just need to add or to take away a couple of pixels from the x coordinates to get my actor to move sideways every time the arrow key is pressed. So this set location gets x. Left, if we're going left, I want to take away, I'm going to take away 4 pixels, and then I'm going to keep the Y exactly the same. Now let's see if I have forgotten one closing bracket. Compile, no error. I'm going to copy my code, paste it, and then change left to right and minus to plus. Now, oh, I haven't placed a hero in my world, so there's one. Save the world. And now I have a character that I control with my keyboard. So what I need to add to finish this Space Invader game is if a hero is hit by a bomb, well, of course, that's game over, and then the hero should be able to fire something at the spacecraft. So I'm going to reuse some of the code. All these functions we've already have programmed, so I'm going to pause the screencast, add them to my actor, and then I'll explain it in more details. So I've copied and pasted some of the code similar to what we've done before, and I'm going to explain it now. I've added Greenfoot is key down space, and then if a space key is pressed, I'm going to fire a bullet. The bullet is a new type of object, a new class I've added here. It's just a little ball, and this bullet, so I create a new variable of type bullet. I add it where my hero is. One small difference over here, I've also added a delay, and this is to make sure I don't fire continuously a straight line of solid bullet at the if a spacebar is left pressed. Now, as you can see, if I try to compile that, I'm going to get an error because delay doesn't exist. I have not declared delay anywhere, and that's something I want to explain. So delay is going to be a variable inside my hero class. So my hero class starts up here, and this is a curly bracket that starts my hero class, finishes down there, and it's in all this block in green. The block in yellow shows you where the act method starts and ends. This is not going to be part of the act method, so I'm going to put it above it. And it's not a method, it's just a variable for use inside my class hero. So if it's used only inside, it's going to be a private variable of type integer called delay, and at the start of the game I'm going to initialize it to 0. So I start my delay 0. If I let my if I keep pressing continuously on the spacebar, it's going to fire once. It's going to add 1 to the delay, so the delay value will be 1. If delay is less than 2, it's going to fire a bullet. Otherwise, it sets the delay back to 0. So this is to prevent a continuous line of bullet being fired. It's going to fire one after another, but with a small pause in between. So let's compile this, and then check. Oh, I've added bullets, so I need to compile the whole code and check that it works. This is taking a very long time. I'm going to pause the screencast. Okay, so my game is now compiling, and I can move my actor and I can fire a bullet. Oh, the rocket is gone. That's because inside the bullet code I've already placed the code to remove the rocket if it is hit by a bullet. So if my bullet hits the rocket, I'm going to remove this object. Now I should also remove the tile if I hit them, and I'll leave you to do that so that you can fire bullets at the tiles and remove them. So this is the end of a very simple Space Invader game. Oh, we also need to make it so that the actor dies if it's hit by a bomb. So let's do that quickly. We already have code to remove some tiles if they are hit by the bomb. So let's add let's copy this code, and then this time it's not a tile class that I'm looking for, it's a hero class. It might be an idea to change the name just in case, and if I hit the hero, I remove it from the world. While I've done that, I might as well do it also for the bullet. So this is removing the rocket. Let's add in here removing the tile. So it's not going to be, let's call it T for tile. If tile is not null, I remove the tile. Compile. Okay, now let's test our game. So I'm hiding behind a bunker and I can fire through the bunker and take down the spaceship. There you are. So we've covered quite a lot of very simple methods and techniques in Greenfoot to create an easy game of Space Invader. We've done the basic of adding world and actors. We've seen how to look into the Greenfoot documentation, which is something you can do even if you're in an exam condition with no access to the internet, because this file, even if it's an HTML file, it is not online, it's a file stored on your machine. As you can see, it's not HTTP, it's file. So you can look into that. If you don't remember exactly how to, the name of your method, have a look in there. We looked into moving your objects with two different methods. We've also seen how to make it move sideways for the hero. Dynamic creation of objects, so you can add many objects onto the world, one of the advantage of OOP. I look at for loops to build up our bunkers, and then also we are dynamically removing objects from a world. I hope this will be useful for you.